Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello guys, how's it going? I'm HatCHeTHaZ and welcome back to the channel. So, tonight we are going to check out what remains of Edith Finch. This is on the PS5 and this is the first time I am playing this game. Yes, surprise! But yeah, this has been out for God knows how long. This has been in my backlog. And yeah, I've been meaning to play this for quite a while now. H to the I. How's it going, Skippy? So yes, I've been meaning to play this for quite a while, but considering I have a PS5 now, I thought I'd play it on here. But yeah, this is the first time I'm playing this. I'm going in this blind. So yeah, I have no idea on the premise of the story. The only thing I know is that this has had amazing reviews and stuff, so yeah, I thought I'd check it out. So, let's dive in.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Going to start at the beginning. Okay. Right. We'll turn the music down halfway. Is that okay? Or cancel? Oh, maybe not.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. Can we run now?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Ah, okay. We'll go around. Oh, we can just go through it. That's cool that the letters stay there.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Brother's dead, mother's dead.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay. Which way do we go? Ribbit. I don't know which way. Which way do we go? Shall we follow the path? Let's have a look at this map. So Edith, so I'm taking that's us. Milton, Lewis, Sanjay, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Kay, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, Edie, Odin, Walter, Ingeborg, is that how you pronounce it? Let's make sure everything, yeah, okay.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof! Oh, hello. Leave it, boy.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, okay. It's a strange looking house, not gonna lie. I want to look through here though. You know what I'm like, guys? I like to explore.
The woods around the house have always been
okay.
uncomfortably silent.
Trophy. See?
They're about to say something, but never do.
That's why you explore, because you get trophies and shit. Yeah, I believe this is like a couple of hours or something, or just over a couple of hours long, so yeah, I'll probably stream the whole game. Rabbit. Alright. Oh, excuse me. That bright enough for you guys, that? Oh, should I just leave it as it is? Yeah, I'll just leave it as it is. I'll just leave it as it is. You know what YouTube's like with the processing videos, especially with brightness and film grain and stuff. It makes the quality a bit crap, doesn't it? That's why with film grain, especially in horror games, you turn it off, because it improves the quality of your videos. So there's a tip for you guys. If you're playing a horror game, or any other game, which has a film grain option, turn it off. Missing.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Looks like a tree's growing through it. Is that how you remembered it? Blip, 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 blip. What the? Okay.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Fair enough.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Doggy!
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, can I not go back in? Oh. I wanted to explore the rest of the outside. No. Never mind.
For the first time in years,
2010.
I felt like I was home.
Honey, I'm home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Not wrong in that.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Ah, so that's who Molly is on the thingy. Molly. Fair enough. Bloody hell, look at all that.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Ooh,
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
A wheelchair there. It's the mist. Ooh, oxygen there. Brings back memories of my dad. And my dad had to use oxygen because he had emphysema.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
And that's what killed him, eventually.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
It'll be... How long will it be now? I think it'll be 11 years this year, actually, I think, now, since he died. Anyway.
The fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara.
Bigfoot!
Along with the rest of the house.
That's pretty cool, a music box.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Ah, so that's what all the missing posters were.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, hello. Why has all that been filled? Mystery. Will we find out? Okay.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Bugger! Oh, hello. They have a name for that, don't they? I forgot what they call it. No, I forgot what it was. Well, there's me. That's my star sign there. Scorpio. Wow. Ooh, it's a bit chilly in there, doesn't it? Right, shall we go upstairs then, my dear?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh, okay. As you do. Whoa. So that's, well, okay, so that's why though it's been filled. Go in here.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Cool.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Okay, well, let's have a look down here, because that's where she was looking first, wasn't it? Unless I'm guessing each room gets unlocked while we progress. That's what I'm assuming.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara Finch, she's an actress.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Why are you locking everything, Mom?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin! Okay. Well, guess we have a look at this book then. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I'm assuming the rooms get unlocked while we progress.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
No.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Fancy contraption.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Huh.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like a good plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Neither do I, love, neither do I.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Hmm.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Okay. Molly.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke
Nowhere.
up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Sending your kid to bed without food, that's not nice, is it? Gerbil
The
food.
gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That was a big carrot and shit in 2 gulps there.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, the candy. Hello, fishy. Thought about
I
it.
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Let's see. I thought about eating shit out the toilet.
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Real berries.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh, okay. Come,
I tried
Heather.
to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Meow. Where do I go? Ah.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I'm here. Stupid bird.
The babies were all gone.
I'm here.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Come here, you little shit.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Okay. Where do we go?
Rabbits.
Ooh.
I imagined his face looking up
Ooh.
and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger?
A mama rabbit.
Where? Oh, there you are. Sorry.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay. Get out of there. The fuck? Need water. Water.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Bet you were.
I wanted
Dun.
fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh, killing seals now. Oh god. Ah, I missed.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Fuck am I now? An octopus.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Okay.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Get out. Big tentacle, I tell you.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay. Got some serious munchies.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ooh, it's toilets. Well, they'll tell me in the Edith house.
I got closer and closer.
Oh shit, we are.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Fuck.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
A lot of birdies have died. Fuck, a snake.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Good for her.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, so that's why I was outside.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Anyway, let's have a look over here first.
Her room was like a museum.
I don't know. Fuck is this carpet, man?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Nope. So you can't even
There's
exit.
a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Yeah. Edith Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oto mavé. Well, this guy clearly liked space.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
No. I'm trying to stop, really. Can I get off now? Please. I want to get off. Do you have to continue? No, might as well continue.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Ah, okay.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Whoa.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Ah, shit.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
You know. Why? Oh shit.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Shit.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, okay. This house is cool.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay. Oh, we can't go through the house again. That's a bit crap, isn't it? I thought I'd be able to go through the house. Anywho. So why let us go through there then? Barbara!
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Never know. No. Okay. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Huh?
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a
Oh, the
water
mailbox.
break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. The convention comeback was cancelled.
Well, yeah, if you was in the table saw,
I'm
then yeah,
hearing
fair enough.
frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, right.
And as she
That's
ran,
cool. I like that.
she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
That's cool. Nice. Copyrights.
Found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Wow.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
It rattled and grew still.
Still fridge rattled.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Again with the bloody music, it's gonna get copyrighted. Nope.
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished.
Vanished.
His radio was still on.
Yeah.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Like Candyman. Didn't Candyman have a hook?
Saw the hook man and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, wrong way. Through the window.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh, don't tell me that's the dad who's had his thingy because his hand got caught in the table saw thing.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ding dong.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave a performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yeah. That was cool, I like that. That was a cool story.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe
that was
what we just saw was
cool.
a happy ending.
That will mean that. Happy birthday, Barbara. Ah, so that's why
I guess
we
now I
can...
know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because there was an ear... Can we go in here yet? No. And the music box. It's a shame we can't go through.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Just weren't looking hard enough. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah! Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Brrr.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Fridge.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Fucking hell, Edie.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Fucking bunker with food.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
No, not really. Valterra.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Jesus.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule.
Pictures!
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough...
1976.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
I like the little details and in each family how they've got the freckles.
Stop. Whatever that thing
2005.
was, it was gone. Maybe I got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
God, you're tired of peaches.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Can't go that way. God, just this little space. I thought we had it bad with the pandemic. For only a year. Well, over a year. And you're stuck in here for over 30 years. Shit.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
The truth.
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Calvin Klein.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
You know.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
It's cool what they do with the writing. It is.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
The sunlight. It's
I'm
gonna
going
burn you.
appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
A bear will come out now and go,
Imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, train. Well, that was a shitter, wasn't it?
When I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
What an absolute kick in the teeth.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Nice view. That's one way to keep your sanity going, I suppose. And all you get being hit by a train now. Jesus.
Maybe she was afraid of ending with Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Don't know.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Ow!
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Yeah, I don't really see a train coming this
Maybe
way.
we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Yeah, train's not coming this way. But yeah, what an absolute shit that would be. Being stuck underground in a bunker for 30 years. Then you decide to come out, and then you come out here, and then boom! Train. Absolute
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
stinker.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Nope.
But I thought you should know about your family.
writing about? Are you writing about your kid? Have you got a kid?
And the history you're a part of.
Nice, with nice lighting effect though. The pebbles. Will we go over? No. Okay.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Just a tad. But I'm intrigued.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Oh, good. Oh. But, oh. Weird how the lights come on.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Mm-hmm.
Any of it seems possible.
Anything's possible. Gary's party mix. Is that a get?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
True.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I'm sure someone has. Well, apart from this one. I mean, in real life.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
Mm-hmm.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Pet cemetery. They're gonna come alive. Shatsy.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Charlie, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Chirpy, Furpy, Coco, Zoe, Lurpy, Zerpy, Bailey. Ginner.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Molly, Kitty, Calvin, Sven, Edie, Walter, Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
So what is it?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Ah, right, okay. It's the old house. Well, where do we go now? This way? Hello?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Ah, right, okay.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sanjay.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Boo!
But looking back on it now,
Uh-huh.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Yeah, true.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah, so yeah, right, okay. Thought there was something going on when she was saying about talk about what she said earlier. So where did we go? Ah, okay.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Oh, yeah, now that now that she's said it, you can see it now, can't you? Why?
They were both pretty intense.
Ooh, excuse me.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Mm-hmm. No, well. Let's see what's that first.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy. Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
I don't approve of that.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't approve of that.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Shit.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I suppose, I don't know, in a way that was karma. Yeah, I don't approve of hunting. I really don't.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Even horse racing, I don't approve of that neither. Because of what they do to the horses when they like take a tumble and they break a leg or something like that. They take them behind the green screen, don't they, and they... divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Nope.
Watching over Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Fuck.
What his world was like. Lost in his imagination.
Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
I know how silly it sounds.
Whee! La la la.
But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Is the baby gonna drown?
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Oh, maybe not.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh, yeah.
I wish he could have told us.
Yep. Shit. Here we go.
Hey, there's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Shit.
About everything.
I know we're trying to put a damper on things, but yeah, we know what's happening right now.
I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Yeah, we know what's happening right now.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Fucking hell. Shit me. That was fucking heavy topic, that, man.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
That's cool.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Meow.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
What am I supposed to do now? Ooh. Ah, okay.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
No.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Typical kid, you know.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh, cool. I like how the clouds are forming. That's nice. I wish that... Oh. Oh, shit.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Mm-hmm.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
If I were a boy... Emergency evacuation plan. Duties. Nah, duties. I'm guessing I'm going up here.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
The Holy Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Ah. Calcutta. Fly to India.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Cool. Ooh, you can feel the coldness, can't you?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Little?
And for a while, things
A
were
bloody
good.
school!
Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Look at that laptop, it's brand new. Take it.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Nice little Easter egg to, Unfinished Swan. Which is another great game, by the way, guys. You should definitely play that. Just double check, see if there's nothing. Nope. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Unfinished. Oh yeah, it is.
Happy to finally have another painter in the family.
That's cool. The Unfinished Swan. That's nice. That's cool. Ah, cool. Little concept art and stuff. That's cool. I like that. Nice. That is cool. I like how they've implemented this in the game. That's cool.
Milton Finch in The
Magic Paintbrush. I like how the music's going as well in the background in the flip book. That's cool. I like that.
I was four when Milton disappeared.
That was cool. I like that. That was cool. Okay, back down we go.
Mom spent months searching for her brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, if you haven't played,
in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
if you haven't played Unfinished Swan, guys, I highly recommend giving it a play. It's definitely worth playing.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Yeah, that was cool. Nice little swan on the thingy there as well. That's cool.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
We'll go in here, I believe. Nice view, look. Sit there and just stare. Be nice view. Tell you what, Edith, you're bloody brave considering you're pregnant. No.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Marijuana. A little blue light. That's a nice picture there. I like that.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland Turbo.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, okay.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What's that?
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Ugh.
And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
What did you do?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. on the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
No.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Uh-huh.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Okay.
New Louisville.
Eh?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality.
That's what drugs do to you.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing away. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
I don't know. The hell? Chippy.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents.
Okay.
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun.
It's so weird because I'm controlling this with both.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Hello.
He knew
Come,
that it
Heather.
was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Whoa. It's cool.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Come here.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Nope.
began to forget the world we know.
Is that a bad thing?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Bet it stinks in there.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oi. No? Do we need to go up there?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello. Anyway.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Hello.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Make love to my queen.
Bend down his head.
And bend my queen over. Oh, there you go. And get decapitated.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Alright, so he put his head in the fish slicer, did he?
I wish you could have met him.
Jesus. These deaths are fucking dark, man.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I don't know.
I wish we'd stayed.
It's a bubble wrap.
I understand why we left.
Do we?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
This place is cursed.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh. Edith. Well, tell me with. Well. My quill. Okay.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Fair enough. Follow the light.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Yeah.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
What's the thing?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you. There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way out.
Oh, we're going to the house.
And last time I ever saw the old house aground, there'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Shit.
I got turned around.
Stop it.
I started seeing things.
Hello.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Oh.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Okay, still works.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Hey, hey!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! kicked and screamed, but
Ooh.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Aww.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Yeah, and controlling it. Up, down, up, down, up.
A few years went by.
Oh, that's cool.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh. The curse.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
This is Madison's
Last
town.
Finch left alive.
Ah.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
In the room.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh. Oh. Hey up. The vagina.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
That'll do.
I just want to meet you.
We're inside a
Tell you all these
vagina.
Stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Madison. Wah! Wah!
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Fucking hell, we're playing the kid. Shit. For sure it does. Wow. Oh man, what an ending that was. What a sad ending. So the so-called curse of the Edith family was still carrying on. And she was pregnant and she was still writing in the journal and stuff. And she left it for a kid. Wow. Oh. Wow. Obviously the kid was born and she died having the kid. Wow, what a sad ending. Oh man. I'm not sure if it's a true story or not, I don't know, but... Oh. Jesus Christ. It's Last of Us all over again. I know I won't go that far, but yeah. I'm a bit teary. I am a bit teary. I can see why this game has got great reviews now. Wow, what an amazing game. But yeah, Giant Sparrow do tend to make great games. Because like, with the Easter egg to Unfinished Swan, that was another game that they made, which I do recommend playing, by the way. The Edith Finch team. The end. The Wii Play Story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Did we miss one? What's with that going round there? Did we miss that one? Let's just have a look. Ah, no, we didn't. Alright, so, okay. Whoa, load! Anyway, Wow. Shut up, bitch, before I hit you with my money. That's not a nice way to start someone. Well, guys, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. And that was an amazing game. What an incredible game that was. So yeah. Hats off to Giant Sparrow. What an incredible game. Definitely worth the praise and the reviews this has had over the years. And my family, glad that I managed to finally play it. Yeah, I'd definitely give this a 10 out of 10, hands down. He said it to his friend. Yeah, no, I know. Oh dear. But yeah, a bit of a dark story, this game, to be honest. Dark subjects, but it's nice to actually have games like this where it actually talks about subjects like this, you know what I mean? With games talk about mental health and games talk about death and stuff, subjects that actually do matter, you know what I mean? You shot me, man. What was it about? Well, you started off on your way to the family home, and you had to find out why all these family members have passed away, and you actually play each of the characters through their perspective. And yeah, it was quite sad with most of them. It's like with the Gregory, you played as a baby, obviously there were the dates, and you was in a bathtub playing with your toys and stuff like that, and your mum was constantly on the phone, coming back and forth, and she ended up emptying the bath. But yeah, being the kid, obviously, the kid ended up filling the bath back up and ended up drowning. Who else was there now? Calvin, sorry. He was on a swing, but he was swinging so far and so high up, he ended up falling off the swing and ended up falling off the cliff because it was near the end of the cliff. Yeah, Edith is the one you ended up playing through the game, and obviously at the end, which you probably saw then, I think she died giving birth during childbirth, hence the ending with the kid with Edith's journal, hence made me cry. But yeah, definitely an amazing game. Definitely an amazing game. But yeah, I do recommend playing this if you want to experience it fully for yourself. But yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 from me. What happened to Sam? He was taking his daughter out for hunting. He was teaching his daughter how to hunt, and the daughter shot a deer, and yeah, he had her kneeling next to the deer. Obviously she was crying her eyes out, but he wanted to take a picture. So he set up one of those self-timers on the camera, which he did, and he ended up going back to the deer and the daughter. Obviously the deer was still alive, and the deer ended up knocking Sam off the cliff, and he ended up dying. So in a way, that was karma. Edith, 1999. No, she was born in 1999. I'm not entirely sure which day it was when she died. If you do want to check out each one, Maddie, yeah, definitely watch the full stream. The Barbara one was pretty cool, how they did that. Yeah, the Barbara one was told through a comic book, which was pretty cool. And plus, you're controlling the character through the comic book as well. It's pretty cool how they were doing it. You'll have to watch it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So, yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed this stream. Absolutely incredible game. 10 out of 10 from me. Definitely worth playing. So, yeah, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. And be sure to give us a follow on the socials as well. And, yes. Bye-bye, Maddie! Thanks for stopping by anyway, I love it. So, yes, I don't know when I'll be... Well, I don't know what game I'll be streaming next. Considering we have finished Ratchet and Clank. We've still got Days Gone to continue yet. So I don't know what game to play next. So, I don't know. But for now, this is HatCHeTHaZ. Hope you enjoyed again. I shall see you soon with a new video.